All right, everyone, how about a twin flame journey? I thought this was a fitting day to do it. Here, I smell smoldering DM. I do. I smell smoldering runner. It's got a certain scent to it. It's a bit like, I don't know, barbecuing something you shouldn't be barbecuing. Why? Well, we're sitting right in between the new moon reading, which you all saw, a new moon in Aries, and Pluto moving into Aquarius. And we're sitting right on top of the equinox and the sun moving into Aries. It's smoldering. It just is. All right. I wouldn't be surprised if the video froze at some point. Don't be surprised if Steve Hand goes like that. He might not. You know, on the regular readings, I started researching it a while back. Over 98% of the time, it's like 98.2% of the time, the video freezes right after I get done or while I'm in the middle of explaining the positions on the reading. That's because I always say the reading's on the flip, right? And then I tell you, let's go, let's do it. That's because the energy swirls at that point because we're about to do the reading. So as I feel the energy, it does this. And that tends to overload the camera. And I've tried it with 3 different cameras, three different computers, actually, and 2 different cameras to be exact. Well, I don't know what's going to happen here, but I smell smoldering DM. All right, 1 deck for the DF, 1 deck for the DM. Brand new BMW, 74 Pinto. Let me shuffle for you guys and see what's going on here. All right, let's do it. Why does it do that for me? Well, because I'm me. I'm Steve. I'm calling in the energy. That's what I do. I read energy. So you get the real deal here. Let's find out what's going on. It's too much for the little USB 3.0 port to handle. All right, shuffling for the DF. Let's see where we're at. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. There's a whole playlist of these. You're all moving at different speeds on your timelines. But this is a really cool place to pull a twin flame journey reading right now. Soulmate journey, whatever the hell we're calling it these days. I don't know. Give me the DF side, universe. Let's go. Do it. Give it to me. Give me the DF side. Interestingly enough, when I picked this up, you might have seen it flash on camera. It had the 4 of Wands at the bottom. That's very interesting. That card's been very important for the last couple of readings. It's been coming up, 3 of Wands coming up feeling like 4 of Wands, stuff like that. Your bottom card is the Ace of Pentacles, DF. Okay? That's some shit. That's a nice card. I pick on it a lot. I call it grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. That's not really what I'm getting here. I want to look at your base energy. Yeah, I see. Again, I said that's not really what I'm getting here, and it's not grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. It's grandma at the destination, out of the car, using the restroom maybe, but there's a little bit of delay, but not much. The star is your base energy, and that sounds eerily familiar to me. I don't know why. I don't know if you got a star in a recent one of these or on some other I have no idea. It just feels familiar. And what that tells me when I feel energy that feels familiar is it's probably this side, and it's probably this side fixing to come your way. And again, we keep talking about that. But if you understand the energy and the way it is right now, that shouldn't be a surprise. It shouldn't be. Either way, some kind of manifestation, some kind of destined thing that's been held up, taken a long time to arrive, has arrived. And there's communication right underneath that with the Page of Wands, and I like the Page of Wands. Page of Wands was an important card, if I recall correctly, in the new moon reading, which is just to our left on Sunday. Here I'm pulling this on Monday, right? You get it, to our left. And then to our right is, of course, Pluto going into Aquarius, which I'm going to pull on tomorrow. It's going to be a hell of a reading. We got a lot to talk about there, and we got a lot to talk about with Mars and Cancer after that. I'm going to shuffle the deck. All right, something's coming. Oh my God, flew out of the deck. It just flew out of the deck. Their base energy. That's it. That's all the shuffling I need for the DM. There it is. Transformation. Somebody who's been sitting on their hands, the 7 of Pentacles, contemplating. It's taken a long time for the seeds that this connection planted to grow into something. It's growing. That's exactly what that means. All right. Everything I told you about this right here, it's taken a long time for this. There's been a delay while somebody got their shit together. Is somebody here at least knows what they want to do? Okay. Wow, let's clarify. Let's grab the little animal deck for the DF side. We'll clarify with the little light seer for the DM side. Let's see. Tell me about this star. The Ace of Pentacles and the little page will come with it. What's under here? Oh, 10 wands. Tens of the end and dead end lead to a new beginning. That's kind of what this is, but it's just a lot of. It's too hard for them just to sit still. I feel that. I feel a very familiar energy coming your way. Okay, I do. It's just there. I can't unfeel it. What's on top? Where are we going? Why is the star here? And again, the Ace of Pentacles and the little page will come with it. I do think you're having a conversation with a page from this side. I do. But I don't think it's... I think that they're communicating the best they can within the realm they can. But I do think the reason they reflect as a page a lot in comparison to you is because of the amount of growth on this side. You guys reflect as Empress or Queen of Pentacles. That's much bigger than a page. All right, tell me about the star. Why is the star here? Why? Why is the star here now? I see the bottom card, which will be crossing the center card I pull. I'm not going to show it to you unless you caught a glimpse of it. I'm not going to show it to you. Not just yet. I'll show it to you when I know what the center card is. Top card, 10 cups. Jesus Christ, something you thought would never happen. You thought it was just a stupid dream, stupid wish, stupid nonsense. I know, it is. At this point, for a lot of the DFs, this runner feels like some kind of weird fantasy. Some of you on this side, I know, think you're crazy. Have I been crazy? Am I nuts? Am I this? No. Something that doesn't even seem... When this side shows up, it looks like the energy's coming this way. It doesn't seem real. In a way, it seems like something you was never going to get there. Well, yeah, Grandma was on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. This is the slowest energy in the tarot, the Ace of Pentacles. It takes a long time. It takes a long time for these seeds to grow into this plant, right? This is an oak tree. It takes a while. You got to have some time on your hands to watch an oak tree grow. Okay, center card. Red with the Ace of Pentacles and crossed by the card I haven't shown you. The love geese. Didn't I just rewind? Didn't I just say this side coming your way? Haven't we been talking about that? I know we say it all the time, but there's always differences, right? There's differences in the energy. Sometimes it just, this is nice energy coming your way. This page of wands wants to make things work out. Okay, does not want you to get away, does not want you to be over. Sitting on their hands is a bit of a burden. We got the love geese in the air here. This is a soulmate that's taken a long time to show up. Now, it can be this runner or it can be someone new. And the universe doesn't distinguish between runner, someone who physically runs away from you, and someone who the universe kept at bay until your vibrations got close enough. Okay? Either way, it's the same thing. The universe is just energy, and it's a binary universe. Ones and zeros, on, off, good, bad, repellent, attraction, you know. And what a runner energy is a repellent energy. It's someone repelling away from you, right? But sometimes the universe does that. So for some of you, this is a new soulmate, okay? It's taken a while to show up because your vibrations need to match, okay? Now for the rest of you, it's that runner. And what's here with the Lover's card is the devil. The goat with its feet on fire crossing the Lover's card. That's obsession. This is an angel, this is a devil. It's someone, again, it's too much of a burden to sit and do nothing. It's just all this devil energy is being canceled out. Don't even care whether you'll say yes or no or not. Makes no difference. It doesn't. And that'll show true as we go through the week. This week's readings are very powerful. Pluto in Aquarius, Mars in Cancer. Very powerful readings when paired with the new moon reading, for sure. So yeah, sure, I can dig that. I'll take the devil out. By the way, under the devil was an Ace of Cups. An Ace of Cups that exploded. It literally just, it had grown toxic and now it's flowing. What's red with the Ten of Cups? This ought to be good. Ace of Wands. I said it ought to be good. It is good. Again, it shows up out of nowhere, I think. An explosion. And it's funny because I felt this like an M80. Though if you're a fireworks kid like I was, you know what an M80 is. It's a little explosive. Goes off about as loud as a 12 gauge shotgun, right? It's technically a little smaller than a tenth of a stick of dynamite. It's everybody's favorite firework. You light it, you chuck it, it goes boom, right? I read this as an M80 went inside and then went off, and it shot all the damn love out. It's like nothing's going to stop this energy from coming towards you. It is. It's right here. Ace of Wands. It just shows up. It's a very passionate thing. It's something, again, that you thought would never happen, and that applies even if this is a new soulmate. Because some of you, there's no one good. If this soulmate didn't work out, then what's the other one? If it's someone new, it was delayed. It gets delayed. It gets repelled, right? The universe looks at it as a runner, right? It's the same kind of energy. Same frequency of energy, plays out differently in different situations, plays a lot of roles, okay? It will keep it delayed. It will keep you two apart, keep the runner energy going until the vibrations are equal enough. That said, as far as the runner coming in themselves, all they got to do is bring up their fear of vulnerability, and they show up. Raise the vibration on that, and they show up. It brings it close enough. So close enough for rock and roll, as we say, so that you guys can at least have a conversation and resolve the energy, right? All right, I'm shuffling. I'm pulling on the Death card. That Seven of Pentacles is going to come with it, and that Ten of Wands underneath that too. Tell me about the Death card on the DM side. This is real good. As usual, on the DF side, you're sitting pretty. As usual. Tell me about the Death card. Why is the Death card here? Why? Oh, I see their bottom card. Well, we'll wait. I won't show you that yet either. But their bottom card crosses their center card and is all red with the Seven of Pentacles in this case. What's on top? King of Wands. Of course it is. These runners in this cycle, since before I got to YouTube, and blew my mind that by the time I got to YouTube to study the cycle here and let people watch, right? It blew my mind. They always come up as King of Wands. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, or an out-of-balance Emperor. But this is the most common. This is the Burger King, official, right? Got to have it their way. Ego. What did I get done saying? Rewind your damn video. What did I say? I said on this side, the only requirement is they put down their fear of being vulnerable, and that raises their vibration enough so at least a conversation can be had and we can resolve the energy. The King of Wands does not like to be vulnerable, right? Likes to be cool, right? Nothing, always protecting that ego. Yeah, it's right there. It's a change. What's changing? The King of Wands. That's what's changing. So it's a runner energy. It's either the runner that you hear about or it's a runner you don't know about because the universe kept it at bay until your frequencies matched. Either or, somebody coming towards you. For most of you, it's your runner. The one that physically ran from you. Center card, victory. Six of Wands, red with this. Again, there has to be a resolve here. There's a 10 there. And there is. There's a resolve right here. There's victory after a long battle. Yeah, it has been a long battle. This is the slowest energy of the tarot. It's taken a while for the universe to release the hold that it had on this that the star card's talking about. Well, here it is. Here's the third slowest energy of the tarot, and here's the picture of them on the way to you. I know you thought your person was a dude, a lot of you, but actually they're this little girl. Looks like Winona Ryder in some kind of shawl of some kind. But either way, they're on the way. It's right here. Slowly but surely, somebody here is coming around and realizing that there's an obsession energy here. Okay? This angel energy of the Lover's card cancels this out. It does. It's what I talked about in a recent reading about pulling grandma out of the driver's seat and taking over and finally getting to the destination here. What's red with the King of Wands? Two great kings that don't like each other. The King of Swords. Yeah. I told you the story about my neighbor. I said he's the King of Wands and I'm the King of Swords. And they don't like each other. The King of Swords dampens the ego of the King of Wands. Puts him in his place. Shows him what a jackass he is. And he don't like that. He don't like anything dampening his ego. Well, here we go. King of Swords and King of Wands energy together. Something here is overriding. overriding this person's ego. I suspect it has everything to do with the energies that I've been pulling on for the last few weeks. So hopefully you've been paying attention to my readings so I don't have to re-go over it. Either way, this proves this is good news. This is my king of action. This is my king who isn't afraid to say how they feel. It's my king who's going to tell it like it is. And that's why we have a death card here of change, which is communication in this case coming this way. It's really nice. It's really nice. All right, I'm going to grab the witches and see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you. Let's go. Here we go. A lot of this, I think, has to do with Mars going into Cancer. A lot of it does. And we'll talk about that when we get to that reading. All right, I'm going to probably do that reading on Thursday, just a couple of days before it goes in. And on Tuesday, tomorrow, I'm going to do Pluto in Aquarius, which is a gigantic reading. I mean, huge. I have no idea how long the reading is going to be, but there's a lot to talk about with that. I'll try to condense it down because I already wrote a blog article on it, so I'm not going to overdo it. But there's going to be a lot of energy for that, for sure. But that's a slow burn energy, all right? It's a slow burn because Pluto moves very slow, all right? Let's see where we go here. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. I don't know if it wants to talk to the DF or talk about the DM. I don't know. I never know. 3 cards and a bottom card, just like these right here. 3 cards with a center card crossed by the bottom card. 9 of Swords. Center card. Still don't know. 4 Swords. Still don't know. What's red with the 9 of Swords? The Magician. And I know now. The bottom card tells me which one it wants to talk about. I can't tell. I'm honest with you, right? I'm not the warlock on the hill. If I can't tell, I'm not going to make shit up. If I never knew, I would just scrap it, reshuffle, and try again right in front of you. Because sometimes you just can't tell. But this card tells me I can. This is 7 Pentacles. This is 7 Pentacles. This is your DM right here. Somebody's done nothing for too long. I talked about this as the burden, right? The 10 of Wands of doing nothing. It's been a long time, all right? And that ego has held them back. This energy here takes action. This is my king of truth and my king of action in this context. So our base energy here is 4 Swords, an energy of doing nothing, crossed by 7 of Pentacles, an energy of contemplation. What's keeping your runner up at night under the current, up at night, right here, under the current energies, is their lack of action. This is an action card read with this. This is what they're contemplating, what they're thinking about is that they've done nothing. They sat there and sat there and felt you the whole time and just brushed it off. You know, hey, it's cool, I don't need them, I can find someone else. Weren't able to find someone else. And that's kind of a truth that's hitting here. All right, there's an energy here where they liked what they felt, right? Which is why they ran, because it changes everything within their life, and I've said that before. Anyway, what's keeping them up at night under this current energy is doing nothing, is their behavior. It's not you that's keeping them up. I don't have the Empress over here really drawn to it or anything like that. That was last week's energy. Now they're thinking about their actions and what they did. And how am I supposed to explain it? How am I supposed to save face and still look cool and show up and be vulnerable when I did nothing? And the truth of the matter is the King of Swords don't give a shit. The King of Swords doesn't care whether he looks cool or not. He tells people how they feel, how he feels or she feels or whatever. This Magician here says, again, the same thing that this says. It happens there's a transformation, there's a quick change energy here. It happens very quickly. Somebody shows up. So that's where we're at right now. We've got a side over here. There's a little bit of shame here. I feel it off the guilt and shame off of the 10 of Wands. I definitely feel that for doing nothing, for sitting on their hands. Again, the energy of these connections just grew and grew and grew and grew. And your side came up in vibration. And I mean, I think for a lot of you, this 10 of Cups, very interesting, the energy that I get off of it. It's a lot. Yeah, it's something that you thought might never happen or something. But I think I still say when these runners show up, for those of you where they do, because I can't predict free will, they can still make a turn if they want to. But for those of you where they show up, I think you're kind of questioning whether it is real happiness with this person or not, or you were just, maybe you just wanted to win. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you just wanted this King of Wands to show up and prove you right that there was something there and there's some feelings there. And that might be enough for you. For some of you, that might be enough. Okay? I don't want that to be your motive, but for some of you, you may find that there's not really happiness here, but you are happy with the connection, but you are happy that this asshole finally showed up. Because I'll tell you, they show up. I'm tired of this energy. They show up as this King of Wands all the goddamn time. I mean, there's no reason one card should come out more than any other card. And that is the most popular card in this soulmate cycle in relation to the runners. All right? That's your reading. I guess it did not freeze up, thank God. I managed to... it doesn't do it too much on these because the energy is more stacked. But either way, I'm surprised. There's a lot of energy here. We got devils and stars and Jesus Christ, the death card. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Stay tuned tomorrow, Tuesday, for the Pluto in Aquarius. Yeah, we get a taste of it for a few months, and I think we're going to like it. It is the reason why the second quarter of 2022, or 2023, excuse me, reading I did, Q2 of 2023, came out the way it did. A lot of it, a lot of that smoothness, a lot of that newness is a taste of Pluto and Aquarius. And we'll talk about that in tomorrow's reading. Should be very interesting. Anyway, this is today's reading. All right, there you go. That's your reading. Hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck.